got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Here's a look at some of the stats for Moses Moody.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Shed in at the shooting guard position. And for Golden State, up front, it'll be Green in post. Jimmy Butler is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Moody in at the three. So, Tim, many have speculated that being an NBA coach is one of the most thankless jobs in all of professional sports. Do you agree with that?
Well, Kevin, it certainly can be. There's an awful lot of pressure that comes with those coveted positions. There's not a lot of job security. And, of course, there's always the difficulty in dealing with star players. But when you win, I don't know there's a better job in professional sports.
And when there's winning, there's always coaching probably at the core. Am I correct on that?
There is no doubt there has to be cohesion between... Oh! That's as good as it gets. Woo! Oh, yeah, Jimmy Butler showing you that he's still got plenty of bounce in those legs.
Barnes kicks to Ingram. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Curry who brings it up for the Warriors. 4-point game. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Now, once he takes flight, Barnes can really make some adjustments in the air.
Ingram against Butler. It's over Ingram. Green, the pass to Curry. Ingram wide open. No good on the three.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive their defense is against him tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And it's Mamu Pelishvili missing. Warriors have gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. That's to Curry. For three. Got a piece of it. Down low. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
That is a beautiful delivery, and Barnes was not going to waste that opportunity.
Curry passes it to Moody. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Free throw good, Moody. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports. Ingram understands what his team needs from him in this offense, and that means looking to score.
To the inside. Outside for Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. Butler, no good.
Well, they missed one after 4 straight makes. Still a good start to the game.
Back to Barnes. Pass to Shed. They set the pick. Over Moody. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Warriors leading by 3. Curry on the wing. Fires from deep. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Ingram outside. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now, quickly. Still without a basket. Fires for three. Shed, that's good.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Curry. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Raptors. They trail by three. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Barnes can't get it to go. The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway.
And there's Jimmy Butler later on in his career, but still showing you the athleticism.
Shoots from 14. And that one's good. Ingram's got his second basket of the night.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Pass to post. It's picked off. Barnes passes to Ingram. It's good. This game is all even. Ingram's got 7.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
A shake. The kick outside to Butler. Here's Moody. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Shed. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors leading by 3. Now Moody. Over Barnes. It's Curry outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
Well, if there's one guy in this league, you better run off the three-point line. It's Curry.
Ingram passes to Barnes. Back to Ingram. Here's Shed. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Quickly. Shot clock at 6. That shot wide open. He's got 10.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
On the wing, Green. And Barnes sends it back.
And Barnes is showing you he is more than a capable defender.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Butler finds post. Here's Moody. From outside, off the mark. Toronto trailing. Here's Shed. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
To the paint, here's Pope. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Really nice decision there. When Jimmy Butler handles the ball, you expect good decisions.
And it's Quickly missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And having starred in a 6-man role in New York, Tim Emmanuel Quickly has been handed the keys in Toronto.
Well, he certainly has, Kevin, and he's got the contract to match it. You talk about confidence and determination to prove yourself. That sums up Quickly.
Ingram. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. deciding to change it up. And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. 5th, the Raptors.
And they have really been focused on picking up their defensive effort, playing passing lanes, pressuring ball handlers, and trying to contest every shot.
Up top, Curry. Barrett covering. Curry, good. Here's Walter. Pass to Murray Boyle. Toronto working the ball around now. Battle passes to Barrett. Lets it go from deep. And Santos pulls it down. Healed outside. Here's Santos. Back to Healed. To the middle. Here's Jackson Davis. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
On its way from Curry for 2, and it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. Out to Barrett. No one near him.
Yes.
And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
I like that mid-range game right there. Barrett taking advantage of what the defense is giving him.
3-pointer. Santos, no good. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Walter. Here's Murray Boyle. And that one, good.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Alan LaForce, courtside. Alan.
Thanks, Kevin. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Kevin?
Yeah, you got to roll with the bunches. Thank you, Allie. And Pirtles sends it back.
Yeah, forget about it. If Pirtle's in the paint, he's going to use his size to alter everything in there.
Curry's shot is good.
As he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Richards is checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Barnes is checked in. Here's Pirtle. Still yet to score. And Brandon Krajewski gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. .54 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. Raptors need to get a shot. That's a 2 from Barnes.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Here's Santos. And another 3 for Golden State.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Walter, good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
To the left wing. Santos, the pass to Hield. There's the screen. Golden State needs to get off a shot.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Barrett is out there with Walter. And it's battle in at the 3 spot. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Walter, good.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Payton outside. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Butler against Barnes. That one drops for him. Butler's got 8.
And the confidence from Butler on display. Doesn't hesitate for a second and just sinks that shot with ease.
Now, here's Barrett. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Pirtle, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, well, if you're looking for a pick-and-roll partner, Pirtle is a good man to call on.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, with a window of opportunity opening in the East, the Raptors are trying to make inroads. After acquiring Brandon Ingram last season, he's finally out of the bubble wrap and providing that offensive punch that this team has needed. The goal is clear. Ingram said it himself. They're looking to get back into the playoffs in Toronto.
Love that confidence. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Hield from outside. Rebound by the Raptors. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
And honestly, this is kind of what we expected. They ran up against a team with a very talented roster, and they just got overwhelmed.
Count the basket.
Yeah, and that's his bread and butter right there. That's where Pirtle wants to operate, right there in the paint in front of the rim.
Butler dishes to Payton. Inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Barnes kicks to Barrett. Battle pass to Barrett. And the layup falls. Barrett's got 5 points now this quarter.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. for Hill. Ingram, he's checked in for Toronto. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Toronto. Right now, they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference.
And for the Raptors, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
Well, I think that extra gear is coming, especially as we get further down the stretch, when you're trying to build momentum for a playoff run.
And here is Curry. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Miami.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Barnes dishes to Ingram. Back to Barnes. Pass to Ingram. From the strike. And too long on the shot.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Jackson Davis. Butler takes it in. Now Pajemski. Payton kicks to Butler. Shoots over Pirtle. It's Butler that time on the assist by Payton. Butler's got 10 points in the game.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Here's Ingram. Here's Barrett. Pass to Battle. Takes the 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Jackson Davis. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. The Warriors, number 1.
And over the last few weeks, they have really used the three-point shot to their advantage.
The Raptors making a switch here. Brickley's checked in. Ingram finds Pirtle. Stolen away. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Payton. Here's Jackson Davis. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry with a wide open look. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Quickly. The rebound by Payton.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
Pajemski's shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Stephen Curry with the foul.
Stephen Curry.
That's his first foul. Tim, when you think of the players, which players come to mind as setting the bar for a high basketball IQ?
LeBron James certainly at the top of the list. Nikola Jokic, I would put Luka Doncic in that category as well. IQ means you have the ability to understand defenses and where your 4 teammates are at all times.
And for some it's natural, and for some they probably got to work at it, correct?
You got to work on it, but I think it's critical if you really want to separate yourself from the rest of the pack.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, there's always a lot of talk around Jimmy Butler, but the fact is this. When the game is on the line, Butler can raise his effort level. It's almost unmatched in this league.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spencer's checked in, and so Butler nails both of them.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. And stolen by Payton. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Pajemski's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Ingram kicks to Barnes. Back to Ingram. 5 on the clock. They need this one. And it's good. 2 points. Ingram's got 14 points for the game.
Well, he comes out and puts his toe in the water. And when he gets hot, he keeps his foot on the accelerator.
Pass to Spencer. here's Horford. Quickly covering. Horford's shot is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Amu Kalashvili passes to Barrett. And Brandon Pajemski gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Scotty Barnes. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Raptors making a change here. Shed's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Ingram. And slammed up by Ingram.
And this is what Ingram can do for you. Make a variety of shots over the course of a game. Tonight, he has been unstoppable.
Outside, Payton. Out to the right wing. Santos, the pass to Spencer. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Raptors trail by 9. Pass to quickly. Here's Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Shed. Down low. Here's Ingram. Banked in off the glass. Ingram's got 18 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Right side Horford. Richard, defended by Poeltl. And a dunk by Horford.
Well-timed play there, and that's Horford at his finest. Smooth roll, aggressive finish.
A three from Quickly. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. Pass to Horford. Picked by Horford. Santos, the pass to Horford. Golden State moving the ball around. Picked by Horford. 4 on the shot clock. Santos, no good. Raptors trail by 9. Right wing. Payton against Ingram. Here's Mamu Kalashvili. Kept alive. Oh, the jam by Ingram.
Really nice hustle that time from Ingram. When he's this engaged, he is so good as an all-around player.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Left side, Horford. Santos, the pass to Spencer. Here's Richard. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Ingram's got 6 rebounds in the game. Steps back to the inside. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Well, that's a big man playing big. Poeltl using all of that 7-foot length.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
And here's Ingram from the arc. And Santos pulls it down.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Payton passes to Santos. No good on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Warriors foul.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Shed. He's defended by Pajemski. On the wing quickly. Pocket 6. There's the pick. Drives to the hoop. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Really nice balance in Quickly's game. He can beat you from deep, or he can take you off the bounce.
Pajemski on the wing. Pass to Moody. To the paint. Now Melton. And here is Moody. He's covered by Ingram. Moody's shot is off. Here's Shed. Quickly, that's for two. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors ahead. They're up by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. The first half is in the books, and guys, how about Jimmy Butler? Man alive.
He's in the mood offensively, carving up the defense like Kenny carves up that tofurkey on Thanksgiving.
Tofurkey.
Yeah, that's like tofu and turkey mixed together. I can't lie, I get into that.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks a studio team. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
Raptors trail by 3. Up front, it'll be Green in post. Butler out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Moody in at the small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They've led by as many as 11 points. From downtown, Curry nails the triple.
Well, that's Curry doing what he does best, doing damage from the outside.
Back to quickly, pass to Barnes. Now Ingram. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Post has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, Jimmy Butler, quite the pairing with Steph Curry, and Steph said he's like the exact opposite player of me. He's dominating the paint, I'm dominating the perimeter. Butler said, I don't think I could be a better complement to him, and vice versa. They're not leaving him ever. I'm playing in so much space. Back to you, Kev.
A terrific fit. Thank you, Allie. Green taking his time here. Pass to Curry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. They get the rebound.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Barnes against Green. Curry. Back to Green. Golden State moving it around. Pulls up. And the Warriors miss again. Raptors trail by 6. Faster quickly. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Over in the corner, Green. Outside Curry. Tries it from 19. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ingram outside. Pass to Barnes. Warriors with the rebound. Butler deciding where to go with it. Here's Moody, covered by Barnes. And here is Butler. In the paint, Butler.
And that's a rare trait for a wing. Over the course of his career, most of Butler's points have come in the paint.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
To the middle. Here's Mamu Kelishvili.
And they trust quickly more and more to make good decisions with the ball in his hands. Right there, that's an excellent find.
Pass to Butler. On its way from Curry for 2. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Some changes here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson Davis has checked in for Quentin Post. And it's Buddy Hield in for Draymond Green. Outside Curry. Pass to Jackson Davis. And the basket is good. Jackson Davis has got 10 points in the game.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Now here's Ingram. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Curry against Quickly. Curry passes to Moody. Here's Butler. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Ingram. And Curry pulls it down.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Jacks up a 3. It's good from long range. And now it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
And that's his second 3 of the half and his 5th overall, really lighting it up.
Ingram outside. Pass to Shed. 6 to shoot. Barnes screen on Hield. And again, no good by Toronto.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
From deep. They get it back. Jackson Davis. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Shed. Will it go? And that one's good. Mamu Kelishvili. Mamu Kelishvili has got 4 this quarter.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Hield finds Curry. There's the triple. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's going to take his chance to talk to his guy. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Toronto. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
Look at Curry, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Let's go to the sideline and get some news on Quinton Post. What's the situation, Allie?
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. As we get into the season, injuries becoming more common. In this case, he's been given the green light to keep playing. He'll just have to be more careful moving forward, guys.
And Allie, we thank you for the report.
Well, that's an injury no player wants to deal with, but as we know, so many guys have dealt with it at some point.
Ingram dishes to Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Peyton, that's good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Pass to Pajemski. Horford with a screen on Barrett to the paint. And a dunk by Horford.
And no chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Butler in the corner. Back to Pajemski. Pass to Curry. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Nice take from Curry. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
I tell you what, Butler is a physical dunker. I mean, he takes his craft seriously. I just love watching this guy take off.
The Warriors making a switch here. Santos is checked in. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. In fourth, the Raptors.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Here's Pajemski. Here's Horford. Pass to Santos. Here's Payton. Fires the three. And Pirtle pulls it down. Here's Battle. Scoreless thus far. And Santos pulls it down.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Pirtle, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Ingram passes to Barrett. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 4 assists in the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
And the basket by Curry.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Walter, he's checked in for Ingram.
Number 14, Jacoby Walter.
1:35 left to play in the third. Barrett with the ball. He's got 13. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. You know, Tim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got some moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package or he can pound it on your head.
Hields checked in for the Warriors.
When you look at the development of R.J. Barrett, he has really developed into a reliable scorer in this league.
Horford no luck. Raptors trail by 18. Pass to Barrett. Now here's Pirtle. There's 57 seconds left here in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. And Barrett gets it to go.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Outside Curry. Pass to Payton. Golden State moving the ball around. Hield finds Payton. Outside, Horford. That three off the mark. Toronto's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. 15 seconds left to play in the third. It's going by Hield. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Curry. Nice move, and it's denied. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors lead by 16. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, he knows it's a team effort. It's about finding the best shot, not just his shot.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Barrett is out there with Walter. And it's battle in at the small forward position.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Here's Walter. Pass to Pirtle. In the corner, Barrett with it. Hits the three-point bomb. Barrett's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Raptors. And here is Payton. Here's Santos. Six on the shot clock. Back to Payton. Hield from outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barrett's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Shot from 12. The rebound by Payton. Payton's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Horford. Over Pirtle. Horford, no luck.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Oh, and the jam by Barrett.
Oh, Barrett putting on a show, an unreal throwdown right there.
Here's Spencer, and he lays it straight in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Barrett, good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Payton outside. On the wing, Hield. The tray. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And Toronto making a change. Ingram's checked in.
Team foul. Into the lineup for the Raptors, number 3.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. He's looking for Horford and finds him. And they're pushing it up. Here's Spencer. And it's Ingram with the rebound. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Warriors leading by 11. Payton kicks to Heel. Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Hurdle with the steal. Bounce pass Ingram. Here's Barrett. And off the prior, and in it goes. Barrett's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
And they've made some big plays to get back in it. This game is a toss-up now.
Shot clock at 6. Butler, no good.
It's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
The Raptors making a switch here. Temple's checked in. Curry outside. Offensive rebound. Toronto with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And here's Barnes for 3. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Richard. And again, no good by Golden State. Raptors trail by 6. To the inside. The kick out to Barnes. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Curry. Pass to Pajemski. Now Butler. Hard earned by Butler.
And you see him flexing a little bit after that finish. Butler just shrugging off the defense.
Here's Pirtle. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Butler gets it to go.
Wow, what a quick trigger from Butler.
Ingram outside. Can't hit from the elbow. Warriors leading by 9. Pass to Horford. Horford with the screen on Ingram. Butler. And the shot no good, a bit short. Toronto, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. Ingram passes to Barrett. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Barrett's got 11 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
On its way from Curry for 2. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight. Ingram outside. Inside, here's Pirtle. The Warriors pull it in. Outside, Green. Curry finds post. Outside, Green. Drains the three-pointer. And it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, he's a below-average shooter from distance, but when Green is connecting from out there, it really opens up the offense.
Here's Ingram out to the wing. Here's Battle. And it's off from three-point range. Outside Butler. Pass to Curry. Here's Post. Defended by Pirtle. And the wide-open shot from Green. Knocks down the three ball.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
That one falls. 14 points for Jakob Pirtle.
That's a nice touch that time by Pirtle, going out to the mid-range and spacing the floor a little bit.
Outside Butler. Pass to Moody. Lets it go with a three. And the Warriors, another three.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. The Raptors making a switch here. Here's Shed. Ingram outside. And he makes good on the layup. Ingram's got 23.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
On the wing, Green. Back to Curry. The three. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Barrett. Puts up the three. That does not go. Warriors leading by 17. Outside, Green. Outside, Butler. Clock at 6. Yep, it counts. Butler's got 11 in the second half.
This is how Jimmy Butler likes to operate. He welcomes the challenge inside.
Here's Ingram. And that one drops.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Outside Butler. 1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. Now Moody. Rejected by Ingram.
Man, look at Ingram that time, using full extent of that length to get a hand on it.
Manuel quickly, he's checked in for the Raptors. Raptors trail by 17. Throws it down. What an assist!
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Butler on the way. He's covered by Ingram. Curry outside, fires the three, and again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. He wins on the year now.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
Butler. Quickly against Curry. Now Green. Another shot. Curry outside. With the clock winding down. And slam dunk by Butler.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it out tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Jimmy, a strong finish to close it out. What was the difference?
Being a lot more aggressive. Obviously made some shots, but I think in the end we guarded well. And we executed on offense and we made some shots.
It always comes down to great defense. Thanks, Jimmy.
Great job. Thanks for that, Al.